The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning: small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
All right, bonus episode 17. I'm here to go on Purple Nation Vice Box. That's a big up all purple people, whether you're a purple civilian, purple soldier, purple scout. Big up all supporters of the channel, whether a Patreon or just regular member. The one I entitled The Homosex-Reality, Part 1. What really they are the heart of the warrior between straight and gay. Are the thing that when straight people complain about, or really the thing when gay people complain about? Which one of the two set of people I get it right? May I get into that further down in our program? Alright, so I have some good news. Season 2 of the original In the Meantime with Pastor and Mutavice. I go forward back sometime in a couple of months after I release all footage of the Rebellious Truth I did have and then get up to speed with the up-to-date version. You know, a release date for the up-to-date version of Rebellious Truth. When I can look out for that. But all of this happen after the release of Stir It Up, Volume 12.
In the meantime,
and in between time, what is coming is coming.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the cure for the Canadian strain of immigration anxiety. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728. The consultation is absolutely free. And on the American side of all immigration concerns, there's Lewis Law Professional Association. They've got your back on all matters related to visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers, and much more. Call Lewis Law now on 954-530-1717.
in the meantime.
Also remember to check out Good Vibes Jamaican Grill. They have two locations, one at 4352 Avalon Boulevard, Milton, Florida, zip code 32583. And also 7999 Pensacola Boulevard, Pensacola, Florida, zip code 32534.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
Welcome back. We're continuing the news. Yet another scam on the rise, not new globally, but spreading in Jamaica. Romance scam, where fraudsters develop intimate relationships with unsuspecting victims before fleecing them of hundreds of thousands of dollars. As Giovanni Dennis reports, the Bankers Association is putting customers on alert.
This is how it started. An approach on social media site TikTok. Hello, with a smiley face emoji to get the attention of the person. Exchanges begin, relationships blossom. It's fairly common. This, however, is not innocuous. This is the beginning of a well-coordinated scam, a romance scam. Think Tinder swindler, but not meeting the person. This was February 15, a month ago. Richard here from Romania targeted victim Vicky. We've changed her name to protect her identity.
He said he's a business person. So what happened is that we even video call, we talk a little. And mostly, me didn't want to see if the person is a short person. I even look on these pictures on TikTok. So most of them is like videos, but it's really like looking like him.
They spoke in the following days and weeks leading up to March, her birthday month. Richard from Romania, who she believed she had developed a close relationship with, offered to send her a package.
The package consists of $15,000 US, a laptop, an iPhone, a bracelet, and also a perfume set. So he sent me a receipt with my name, everything on it.
She even received this photo as evidence of the money being sent, and also videos of Richard in store buying the items and pictures of him shipping them off to her. She received this WhatsApp from Anthony claiming to work at Diplomatic Security Services at Sangster International Airport. But there was a catch.
He said I'm supposed to deposit a some amount of money before I can get it.
The first deposit on March 6, 8:17 a.m., $55,000. She was told this was a clearance fee. Then another payment.
They said that they find a sum amount of $15,000 US in the package, and I should pay a sum of $180,000 for the money in the package.
She paid a further $120,000 at 11:08 a.m. that morning, a further $60,000 at 12:33 p.m. She was told this was for money laundering or money abusing.
Alright, so the long and short I wanted to see. She paid out over $450,000 before she realized it's a scam. She linked NCB, the fraud department, said them couldn't help her because she consensually pay the money. So them can't do nothing about it. So my first question I know is how much time am I going to hear about them online thing where, the person on the next side of the screen, I tell you what you want to hear and show you all of the niceties and material, bait on the fish hook, and yet still no fall feed. I know the answer for that, but I have to ask on behalf of the people who naturally I got curious about that same something there. So a whole heap of things possibly I go on here so right now. And I can't claim to be a fly on the wall. We know exactly what I go on. But one thing I'm sure about, almost all of them situations here have a particular thing in common, and that is human being and the greediness we often cause them to get scammed. Hear me good now. The truth most of the time is, say, the person who gets scammed because, one, them a project who them is as a person from the scammer. Meaning say, them believe say true them not call and scam nobody not call and scam them. Two, them feel say them are the smartest people on the planet and nobody can outsmart them. Believe it. And in a case like this where it's a romance scam, which is a scam where people pretend to be interested in you and, pay your attention. The scammer know. See, the typical woman when I go see nothing but what them call a idiot man, where we do anything for pussy. In other words, the boy a idiot, me say when me done with him. So them are going to put on for them scammer hat because them see where the scammer are present as an opportunity for scam the scammer. Who them no know say is a scammer. Who them now see as just a gullible idiot, a gullible prey. Because she look everywhere in the world and see man with fool sort of girl. For real. So she go right over to the part where she think she are the scammer and blind to the reality of who the person on the other side of the line really is. It is possible. So she even all have a man and as usual a seek a side hustle. And that not include try with the little business where a friend named Shaki did suggest when she said them, to team up and buy 2 hair dryer and put on the back veranda and try a little thing and start up a hair business. It really possible, Make somebody check her if it do that fit you and see how it possible, see how possible it is for she take it hard, well hard, to spend $4,000, much less 450. And here a next possibly reason why she get it again. Because the scammer knows it. She'll keep quiet. Because of the greed. She not gonna tell nobody. The first thing in her head is revenge. And where she see as haters. And who she dying for make see her. And this includes Shaki them will bring the hairdresser idea to her. So she would have probably never possibly end up and get a second opinion from nobody. And this includes somebody where it actually reach already. So she could have know how to approach it and find out if it's real. And don't get me wrong, not get me wrong at all. I know everything if you tell people, but things like this were too good to be true. You have to find a way to get a second opinion. And the many possibilities of why she get chopped don't stop. Another possible one is that the scammer white. And most likely him know the black inferiority complex where most of we are suffer from. So by the time him white, she done up on the hook and wiggle up and down already. And further on in the scamming news, you know, too much purple people send this next story where they're everywhere. You know, to me, them send it to me and I say, boy, them want to hear my view. I want to know me already. And me say everything of its purpose and show me anything at all and I can show you a positive purpose or meaning to it. Whether you like it or not, this includes scamming. So for the case of scamming gone right, look on the screen. One might ask, how can a scam be a good thing? Well, if it a go take a scam to protect you from a next one, then it can be a bad thing. In other case there. This is not like the case while ago where it possibly say the woman did a plan to use who she see as a gullible idiot man where pussy have a way. This is a case where the girl is the initiator of the scam, means she started. And the baller set up him thing to protect himself from the type of popular model of gold digging woman. Then nowadays woman them, just in case she is. If she wasn't, and I love she a deal with, then she wouldn't have a problem. Everybody win. If I love. But see problem here with me have. And see that. Me see a bag of people that say, whoa, I'm a genius. I won't get him brain from them man, they smart. Jaja. It's sad. For see how much talking dead we have in our earth, you know. It's sad to see how much people not have our own common sense. You really consider that when do genius? If you know see a girl game get even more dangerous than the drugs game, you blind. Like you seriously blind. Well, alright, where juggies normally do for hide them money from the system, then put it in other people's name. So just in case the system decide to come in and take them things, then protected. You know, so me never know, so me have to tell nobody this. God no, me never know, so me have to actually say this. To all them women are going nowadays. I think that would have been common sense. Me did want to have that much faith in a humanity. You know, should have give me that. No, me know this, you know, but me say it every day, but when you see it, I want different thing. People seriously, most people, seriously brain dead. Seriously. Nah, some man must know, say, that are the next move. But I'm telling you something we're really sad though. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Here is why. You said a one-track mind type of way they always approach everything, you can get in some serious trouble. Because some man see this up with the ball and them not think. Them feel so because now him do that and it work out for him. It a go work out for them. But not all circumstances are the same and carry the same set of element. Because for example, I know every mother are the same. You might do that with your own and she worse than the girl. But fun and joke aside there now, I'm really happy for that youth. Yeah man. Him teach them a lesson. Yeah man, I can tell you so right now, everybody bright. I tell you that. And what make it even sweeter is it not illegal if you put your legal money in anybody's name. So the confession can't do him nothing. The confession say him do that thing here to that girl here. Can't do him nothing. And what sweet me too at the part where she know have to go pay him because technically him a make less than she under the law. Fuck are you.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
Alright, so we're going to touch upon another video before we hold the main topic. See me? Alright, the video I know is a video where I bridge in when name Soldier for Christ on Instagram. Send in and say him kind of want a view upon it. Alright, see it, look on the screen.
and the YouTube say when a woman meet a man and get married, she have a 10-year plan. 10 years. Encourage him to work hard. Make him breakfast. Give him pack lunch. Make him go on a work. Encourage him. Make him buy the house. Have 2 children for him. 7-year time, in the 7 and the 9 year, in the 7, 8, 9 year, give him the pussy. Make him cheat. Then divorce his ass and get the house.
Alright, look, you make me know in the comment section if you don't agree with that clip there. You want to just watch. Alright, but my thing is this. Just picture a man agree with them sentiments there and approach every relationship where I'm going to try to have with the mindset, with a belief here. Believe in this and have this as facts, like ABC, like simply just this are facts. So every action we take towards her, I gotta be with this in mind. Said the person we have played a 7-year game here is who is sitting in front of him right now. Him I go feel say I cheat this. So every action we take, I gotta be to avoid the monster we sitting in front of him. And this is not without consider. Say more than possible, say she is not. But he make up his mind, said this is who she is. And therefore, I'm going to end up possibly show off somebody who could have worked with him. Somebody who is a person who could have developed a good relationship with. But him decides, say, no, I was already. Because I look out for what? Where is it? Where is it? The 7-year or 10-year plan? Where is it?
10 years.
10 years are good. I look out for the 10-year plan. So, that girl that show off for him, man, it no bother work. I hear the dog now. Oh, you think me a fool? Them can't go round my head, dog. I choose you can't trick me. When in reality, I choose you fool no bumbo clad. And you just don't know that. Because you don't understand the human mind and how it works. You just think A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Fuck you get.
In the meantime,
and in between time, what is coming is coming.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the cure for the Canadian strain of immigration anxiety. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728. The consultation is absolutely free.
in the meantime.
Alright, Purple Nation, remember to check out Caves Isles. Them have an aisle for all season and all reason. And not to worry, them not join the chemical assassination of human beings. As strictly all natural products them deal with. And yes, Caves Isles distribute worldwide. Follow them now at Caves Isles. That's KAIZEN_Isles. Also remember to check out Good Vibes Jamaican Grill. Them have 2 locations, one at 4352 Avalon Boulevard, Milton, Florida, zip code 32583, and also 7999 Pensacola Boulevard, Pensacola, Florida, zip code 32534.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
A member to check out JM Documents and Services. Them deal with all documents Jamaican. No matter which part in the world you're dead, them can deal with the TRN, NIS, your marriage certificate, adoption certificate. And if the brother dead, I don't know if you do forget a little dead left, them deal with the death certificate too. If I that them say you need to get the 2 couch and a quarter acre. Them do birth certificate and driver's license and passport and them thing there too. I mean not talk about just lost or stolen or just renewal. Me I talk about get them from scratch. So if for example a man tell you say I get a bar work for you in a foreigner when you reach passport take when a man I tell you which man for service. Tell him keep it and run go one safe place go call JM Documents and them will make it back. If you're there Mexican run cross the border, me sure so them can get your documents. That not say if you try run cross no border before you ask them if they can do it, you know. In which me almost sure to all them skill, but call them no 850-775-5413 or email them at jmservices120@gmail.com, or better yet visit them at 415 Richard Jackson Boulevard, Panama City Beach, Florida, USA, and then provide services for all states. So get the papers and make the paper.
In the meantime.
Alright, Purple Nation, and I try to remember saying if sending the voice notes with feedback, queries about books, merchandise, and just about anything we're concerned to the IMT in the meantime hotline. The number is 876-285-9615. That's 876-285-9615. Remember, don't call, WhatsApp only. Also, remember, say the road to Zion, the hard and e-copy there for Amazon. And the audio for the road to Zion is coming soon. Also, Planet Earth, remember, is available at 6 Constant Spring Road, Park Plaza. That at the plaza across from the bus center. Yeah, the plaza where mothers in now, you can't miss it. Also, they are selected location of Kingston Bookshop.
In the meantime.
Alright, the letter of the day coming to In the Meantime Radio Show at gmail.com. I come from David Fisher. David say, bless Vice Box. I have 2 situations I would like for you to address. The first one is where people, especially the rest of them, afraid for burn the fire and call name. It a get from bad to worse, because Shensi and them will take fucking her ass, a sing song, a look girl, and a kiss girl in the video. Furthermore, when me see Muta, a man when me rate, I back coffee them and them dirty lifestyle. Me say I done Rasta done. I this met Jamaica. What am say so? Alright, okay. I this met Jamaica now grow right now, cause the Rasta them are bow for money. Me see the work where you are put in, but me feel say your message I go over most of them head, and that is worrisome. The next situation we me have is one where stress me out to the point of madness. So I live in Jamaica and my son's mother took him and migrated with him to the States since he was 4. As a poor man in the earlier stages of my life, I couldn't afford to visit him as regular as I would have wanted. Fast forward to now, 18 years later, where he's now 22. I found out from his mother that since he was 12, he's been telling her he feels like a woman stuck in a man's body. Rough your fuck, my brother. Alright, him continue to say, of course his mother kept the secret, saying she feared how I would react, and I don't know if she was wrong to do so. I seriously feel so broken, I just want to die. I don't know how this could happen. It must be from his mother's side because I don't have an ounce of batty blood in my veins. Jaja, his mother is not the worst, and I know I tried my best.
The dog said now no batty blood. You must have one now where that brother you come from.
Alright, David, I don't laugh, we laugh after. I just how you say it. Alright, so watch out now. First and foremost, I'm sorry to hear about your situation with your son, brother. John. I know how parents have the greatest intention for them youth, and I often see where life give them something totally unexpected and they have to just deal with it. You see me? So I know it's wicked, but the first thing what you have to understand is that regardless of what you do or how you plan to do certain things, you have no control over other elements that can determine our outcome in our situation. I tell you that. Controlling the one way where we see it is an illusion. See? Because, for example, you can be the best driver in the entire world and you drive safe, so you feel say you have to make it back home to your people them. But that is only an intention. You have no control or no say in if you make it home or not. Because you don't have no control over the man on the next side of the road. We drink too much and left a party and drive straight in you. We have to live in a constant state of prayer. Because we can't see the spiritual reality what we're up against with naked eye. And when it comes to the message where you say most people are overlooked, my thing, my advice is, don't worry about them, brother. Focus on yourself, see? Because the truth is, whenever you find most people are talk about who now take a message, and because them themselves need company to choose the message. So, brother, you be serious and not business with nobody. Serious for yourself. If you're serious, you don't have no time to notice people. Alright, so upon the subject of real Rasta, alright, let me ask you. What is a real Rasta to you? Somebody with us bonfire, call name and bowl and talk up front. That's it. Nothing more. Just somebody will say everything in the way you want them say it. That is righteousness. So it no matter how them live as long as them say the right things. Come here, try understand, David, and where you come from. Come here, hear you express the action part of what is right. See? So when somebody real about something, and how them live, how them talk, right? That determine if them are authentic. Alright, David, me I'll show you something. We socialize, we live a lie. And we force ourselves and others to enforce and keep reinforcing the lie. The average person delusional. I'm going to show you, how deluded the average human is when it comes to objective reality and truth. You ever see when, for example, some president or person with thief or otherwise do something and get caught in a lie? And how you always hear somebody start to explain how the person should have lied to it. And what them should have do for trick with. But if them trick with and tell we liar, we find out. We are going to say them a liar. No, sir. And what do we? What do we? No years we are point out truth around here. No years Jamaica no like certain dirty lifestyle. And whether we talk it straight or we talk it lean, the fire always a burn. And where are we decades later? Same place. A bonfire and now do nothing. What we are do? To prevent the immoral force of darkness where we get up every day, burn and a pint out. How much more name you want to call? Or what you want to say for decades now? Or maybe centuries where Jamaica is the way and take the stance away take or still don't understand the forces what we up against, you know, get it? Okay. A man have to show you every week, say, look, there's a batty boy. Look, there is somebody immoral. Look, see the pussy them the way I do this or that. Somebody have to tell you that every week. For decades now. Me know one of the most blunt figures when you come across. Me no butter up nothing. How straighter than that you no want it. Where Jamaica there? Same place. And here is why. Because we love here. Most of we love here see other people responsible for all our problem them in our world. And we are the good somebody we are watch all of the people them we are cause all of the problem them. And that in other game that we are playing now. Yes, that's true. Yeah, man. Shensi about the boss she kiss girl in a video. It obvious coffee a sodomite. Should have sung with the world biggest fish, Sam Smith, in a video with him with locks pan a red and know exactly what it means for the culture. Yes, the reggae revival crew from uptown, the society picnic them a mimic Rasta. Most of them nah live and practice the lifestyle, the Rasta lifestyle. Because in actuality, for them ancestors was the same set of people who beat, shoot, and kill Rasta in a Jamaica for decades. And for them predecessors did make Rasta hide and live on the fringes of society. And when Bob Marley take the truth of Rasta livity, the spiritual aspect of Rasta livity to the world and make them respect it, and them same one come down now and start mimic the lifestyle cause money in it commercialize. And them do it. And years me I tell you that, me first tell you that. What follow me long time, know that. Now if I want to see a bonfire now, just a touch them subject yeah, when them now have nothing to lose. When me I taught them thing yeah, back in idea, every week a problem with me and them. Alright, look on a video there on the screen. We go viral in a recent weeks. With the Dalai Lama. A kiss a boy. You really feel that there is a straight person alive where you have to tell. So if that was Donald Trump with an 18-year-old girl or even 20, I suck him tongue, you wouldn't see the mainstream media all over it and I say how immoral his actions are. You feel say there is a straight person alive when you know that? Somebody have to tell you every week in order for your member say the fucking material world, the chief of the world, yeah, Is what the energy where them call the devil or Satan or whatever you want to call it. When we are gonna do something about these things what we are complaining about. And David, I just a perspective me I share. I'm not angry at you, you know, just passion you hear in my voice. So I'm gonna say it loud again. Say it all the time, but I'm gonna say this thing loud again. We're addicted to everything what we think we not like. You say me wrong? Alright. When good things come our way, when we see nothing good, like a little youth when him hockey from the Cockburn Garden, with 13-year-old, and decide say I'm gonna be a part of the solution, not the problem, by teaching youths in him area how to read and write and articulate themselves and how to communicate with others. What we do with that? One day news, we're not even getting 9. But when we see the immorality, what we think we hate, what we do with that? Tell me. We share it. And the excuse what we use for share it is that we are outraged. Oh my God, this is so disgusting. You're a truth one and all life. Most straight people are really different from the gay them, where them have born. And here what them have in common. What them have in common is attention seeking. At least a good majority of them on both sides. Most straight people are born the fire for the same reason why the gay them are fight back. The fight are them identity. What is the solution? The solution of not feed the energy where cause the problem, but the problem worse in a situation where the forces we have battle one another, depend on one another to exist. Because the truth is, the victim of oppression is the identity of the immoral gay people, and the condemner of immorality, the moral crusader. And most of our identity means are the thing when most of we do to impress other people. In order to have an idea of who we is. And we fight to keep making the impression. We are going to keep we important in the eyes of others. Half of the time, most people you say attack the most, we are not going bad. None of them don't believe what them are saying. No. Them just want you to say them great. So no matter how gay people get where them demand, them always want more. Them can't let go the war because them are go bored without what make them important. And we can't go left the talking. We go do nothing about the things where we think we hate because we're not relevant. We're afraid somebody can talk better than we and them will get all of the attention. It's a rascal devil game we caught up in now. We have to starve the enemy in any conflict and that's how you win them. Our attention are them food and we find it hard to cut off the food supply. This a troop on any level of war. From the pettiest little squabble with a friend or family member to the biggest war them in a history, and the same rules apply. How what you think the ancient army them used to do to conquer them enemy? Them surround them city or them palace and cut off them food supply and wait them out. And by the time you look, everything I run out of that pan near surrender. Just for the bread back, off the bread back. To them hungry. Remember me tell you that. We have to starve them and make them identity go to style. And at this so, you're going to see how much youth start straighten up and fly right. Action, stop action. You think I who have the biggest talk? We don't want to take a Rasta off of YouTube and TikTok go challenge none of them laws. Where them people you are bringing and quiet to make teacher happy. Teach you pitting the gay BCs. Because most of we too busy are run down views and likes or a run down who have the most views and likes. To stop and fix the problem with action and not only a bag of fucking talking. You really feel. So we have to spend our life and point out the obvious. Me not have to tell a man every morning say him can't shit out of him pussy no matter how he consider him body as such. We not have to tell him say I'm body that we make for one-way traffic. Him know. I believe him just what we believe say him no know. So we are our ego can get caught up and try to convince him say nothing no go so. That way they know we can get distracted from practice the things both with self we are intimidate them. You know see game? At the same thing that the root of every conflict, not just between straight and gay. Me have family when me used to play the same game with and me get caught up I cuss them about what them need to do. And when me realize the game that where them a play, me just stop feed the energy and it force them to change. Well, that case are not different. Me will tell you that again. Them a distract we from what we need to do. You hear me say? Do. To stop the laws where them a bring in, for legally take what we picnic them and cut up all part of them and reinvent what picnic them. In this demonic, dark force where them a serve image and likeness. What we up against bigger than science. And a simple little label like trauma and them things where we love use it. Deeper than that. Them love say them things they make people a malfunction and I go against nature. All now we no learn to see the spiritual nature any problem at all. And realize that most people are do the same thing in a different way. David, you think I just your son a fight for your life be true, no matter what obvious? Whether you believe it or not. And not only transsexual people delusional and suffer from a spiritual attack from an unclean spirit we are programmed them against nature. And not them alone. Alright. For example, most straight people are really different from a man we say him is a woman stuck in a man body. Most of them are play the same game in a some way, shape or form. Because watch out, a man might identify as a girl stuck in a man body. And you can't tell him nothing. Well, not the same way you have a lazy man we identify as a hard-working man who is stuck in a lazy person body. And you can't tell him nothing. Alright, check a next example here. Now, whole heap of women identify as a wife and can't say nothing no go so. Them feel say them can play the man role and for them role same time. Them fully convinced that them competent for the job of wife. And say your complaints are correction, a hatred and judgment. And the same thing I go on here, so. And the same energy I manifest in a different way. I use different name and label, but are the same characteristics. They are the heart or the root of the conflict. Simply people with the best of intentions, but unconsciously want to own and control the actions of the other. Because they must suffer from a thing what we call me-ness. This again is where the average person only recognize life through the lens of feed them culture, feed them interpretation of the world, and automatically invalidate or make irrelevant the beliefs or the very existence of others. We might believe we have the best intention for other people. We love the concept, we repeat it, but in our subconscious reality is a complete different thing we socialize, we believe, and therefore unconsciously do. I'm going to show the evidence well. One evidence, one example of what I mean when I say that with a voice note when I get about a week ago.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Good night. Now I don't want to formally introduce myself, but that's not relevant right now. I want to speak on a matter. Now, for so long, my kind of people have been oppressed, especially by some heartless Jamaicans. Now, me hear the last episode they speak on dictatorship, and me dey really disgruntled by it. Because how can you try to find solutions without finding a way of approaching things amicable? Now, me as an openly gay person, I'm something there. But they Jamaica, me dead a long time. I forgot. Now, it's funny how a country that has such a strong Christianity culture I go try to discriminate and try to tear down people because them believe say quoting scriptures like Leviticus 20 verse 13 and them stuff like them forget about John 8 and 7 when Mary almost gets stoned to death for adultery and Jesus say who is without sin cast the first stone. I don't know them forget about that part and them something there. Let us talk about even the fact that the Bible talk about fornication. Isn't that a sin also? Now I sent in an audio from an ex-gay person. Them they articulate everything more detailed. So them explain about the reason why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And I mean, too long gay people have been stigmatized and them feel like them are cast out. Yeah, of course we feel like we are cast out. Why human beings just like anybody else? So we just want the same rights as everybody else, the equality, and we want to be treated fairly, like anybody else, of course. I mean, we don't throw the lifestyle upon nobody else. We just want to respect. And we want to know so people can just accept that we made this choice. And we rights also exist. Have a good night, sir.